slow cooker to show you how to make the easiest ribs in the world. We're going to make bourbon barbecue beef ribs, and they are one of my all-time favourites. Please subscribe to the YouTube page. You don't know how much that helps me with these videos, so yeah, please go to the YouTube page and make sure you subscribe to this channel. You get all the rest of the videos on there as well. So let's get started. Now I've just divided the ingredients up into our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients, and of course the ribs at the back there. So I'll start off with our ribs. We're using beef short ribs. I would always recommend using beef short ribs. I mean, look at the size of that. You get so much more meat, so much more flavour than you do on the smaller back ribs or on pork ribs. You can use them if you want, but as I say, I would recommend using these beef short ribs every time. So we'll move on to the wet ingredients then. There wouldn't be bourbon ribs without bourbon. So choose yourself a bourbon, doesn't have to be expensive, can be a nice cheap one. And you want 50 ml of bourbon. You want 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. You want 6 tablespoons of tomato ketchup and 4 tablespoons of runny honey. And then we'll move on to our dry ingredients over here. I've got 1 large onion, finely chopped, 4 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. Over here, I have a tablespoon of smoked paprika, and in this one here, I have half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper and half a teaspoon of salt. Then over here, I have a tablespoon of yellow mustard seeds, and then finally over here, I have 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. So to start with, straight away, get your slow cooker onto a high heat, and then simply go straight in with your chopped onions. So the amount of flavour that this dish packs is so easy. So grab yourself a bowl. After you've put your onions into the slow cooker, you want to pop all your dry ingredients into the bowl. So your garlic, your cayenne pepper and your salt, your smoked paprika, your brown sugar, and your yellow mustard seeds, and just give that a really good mix up. Grab your ribs and just rub them in that dry rub. And then each time you finish one of them, pop them into your slow cooker. Okay, make sure you don't waste any of this rub either. If you've got any spare left over, just sprinkle it on top. Next thing, very much the same with our wet ingredients. Grab yourself a bowl, go in with your ketchup, in with your bourbon, in with your honey, and then in with your soy sauce. Really careful, just give that a really good mix up. This is going to form the base of our barbecue sauce, our bourbon barbecue sauce. Real nice sticky honey flavour in there. Okay, once you've mixed that together, just going to slowly pour that onto our ribs. Pop the lid on, and you want to give that 6 hours, 4 hours on high, and then the final 2 hours on low. Probably every hour or so, take the lid off, give it a really good stir together, get that sauce worked around, and yeah, we'll see you in 6 hours. So we're at the 6 hour mark. Very, very carefully, because these will fall off the bone. I'm going to remove each rib. I've just lined a tray with some tin foil here. We're just going to keep them warm while we turn our sauce into a lovely sticky glaze. Just going to really lightly cover them so they retain the heat. And then we're just going to take the rest of our sauce, pour it into a pan, just turn that pan onto a high heat. Just going to reduce that down so it thickens up nicely. It should only take about 10 to 12 minutes, and then you're ready to serve. Alright, great. When you're happy that your sauce is as thick as you want it, now it's time to plate up. Take your ribs, and just to show you how tender these are, that bone pulls straight out. Just spoon some of this lovely bourbon barbecue sauce over your ribs. Enjoy.